Hi everyone, Yoshiko75 here. Today I'm going to be showing you my Pokemon music collection. My CDs are from both the United States and Japan, and they include things such as the video game soundtracks, soundtracks to the movies, background music from the movies. I have background music from the TV series, and just a whole wide variety of things, all related to Pokemon. So I hope you enjoy my music collection. So these are my physical Pokemon CDs. I'll start by going over the video game soundtracks. This one here is the soundtrack to Ruby and Sapphire version, and it is from Japan. And this includes all of the tracks played within the video games. And you can see that the design on the CD is of a Pokeball, and disc 2 is of a Great Ball. And it's neat too because all of the Pokemon soundtracks come with a neat little book, and they often include interviews with the sound team at Game Freak. And then next I have the Pokemon Fire Red and the Leaf Green soundtrack. And this one also has a design on the CD of various Pokeballs. There we have a Master Ball and an Ultra Ball. And this one also has a book with it. I'm trying to go through them quickly just because I have so many CDs in my collection. But the books usually have some screenshots in it of the games. And next we have the Diamond and the Pearl soundtrack. And all of the game soundtracks are from Japan. To my knowledge, there aren't any CDs released in the United States of the game soundtracks. This here is for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And this set's really nice because they actually include the original soundtrack to Gold and Silver, which was actually never released. They do have a soundtrack to the original Red and Green version, but I do not have that one. So this one not only has Heart Gold and the Soul Silver, but it has this older track in it too. And then I have black version and white version soundtrack. Now for this one, they actually stopped doing the Pokeball design on the discs. You can see here that this one has Reshiram, and then the other two discs, because this is a 4-disc set, has Zekrom on it. And the book is actually really cool too, because it has all the starters there, and the back has a lot of our main characters from Black and White. But this book has a lot less content, but they have more interviews with the Game Freak staff. Moving on, I'd like to cover some of the music from the TV show. From the United States, I have the To Be a Master soundtrack. This actually has a lot of the voice actors singing songs from Pokemon, and some of the songs that you may have heard inside the TV show. This is the Christmas Bash CD. It's also from the TV series. It's just a whole bunch of fun little Christmas songs. And that one I also got through iTunes. It has 12 tracks. This one here is the actual background music. Obviously it's a Japanese CD. And there's the back of it there. Inside, this one actually comes with a hardcover book. And it shows a lot of screenshots from the TV show. So it's a really neat collectible item. And then here's the CD itself. And then this CD is the Genki Ippai anime soundtrack. This one has some of the newer background music in the TV show from the Hoenn series, and it does include some of our older songs as well that we heard in the background. And then I'm going to go over the movie soundtracks I have. This is the soundtrack in the United States. It has a lot of vocalists singing songs. These songs were not directly heard in the movie. I believe a couple of them were, though, but not all of them. Some of them don't even have anything to do with Pokemon, to be honest. And this CD is the background music to the first movie. And a fun fact, in case you didn't know, in Japan, the background music in the first 3 movies, I believe, was different than what we heard in America or other countries. So this soundtrack has different music than what you would hear in the original first Pokemon movie. And this is the vocal soundtrack for the second movie, Pokemon 2000. And the books with the United States soundtracks don't really have too much content in them. The background music for the second movie actually was never released on a physical CD, as far as I know, in the United States, but it is available on iTunes, and that has 14 tracks. And then we have the third soundtrack with vocals. And there was never a soundtrack of the background music for the third movie released in the United States. Luckily, the CD does have a track or 2 of the background soundtrack music. Now this CD is the Japanese background music CD. Like I said earlier, this music would not be heard in the American version of the movie. Well, I thought the soundtrack's actually pretty good on this one. Then I have the soundtrack here for the 5th Pokemon movie. I do not have the soundtrack for the 4th one. This soundtrack's probably my favorite one out of all of them. Then the background music soundtrack to the 6th movie. And then the soundtrack to the 8th movie. I just buy the soundtracks that I think are the best, so that's why I don't have all of them. This is probably my second favorite one, the Lucario movie, soundtrack-wise. It has some really great music in it. Thanks for checking out my collection. And just so you know, I get a lot of my American CDs from FYE or Amazon.com, and as for my Japanese CDs, I usually get them from CD Japan or Play Asia. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks!